welcome back to Cyberspace Investigations. Balan Wonderworld was the love child of all of the previous Sega Sonic team members that worked on Nights into Dreams and the first four mainline Sonic games. Now, of course, they hadn't really done anything of note since Nights into Dreams, or if you can count the Sonic Adventure games or anything up to Sonic 06 as a game they all worked on. But this is a new thing. This is the Balan company. Yuji Naka and Naoto Oshima, they went and they made a new company under Square Enix to make this 3D platformer which looked very Nights into Dreams, and I was excited because Nights into Dreams is really confusing and really weird and I don't know how to play it, but it's actually kind of good. So what can they do with modern technology? Well, given by the demo they put out a couple months back, we saw that it was absolutely nothing. The demo was horrible garbage and you should never play it. And a lot of problems have been plaguing the launch of Balan Wonderworld. Seizure reports, reviews, and copies not being put out, so nobody actually knows what to think about the game for a week after, which was really confusing given the fact that nobody was reporting about the no review copies, because I guess that's probably not that big of a deal normally, but for such a high-profile $60 release, I might add, this is really off for there not to be review copies. And so nobody knew what to think of the game. The people who played it were either on the side of this is one of the best games of all time or this is complete and utter garbage. And given what I played at the demo, I would say it's more on the side of, well, it's not just more on the side of, it's completely on the side of absolute and utter garbage, which pains me to say that because I had high hopes for this game, but the only decent thing I could say I would look forward to in playing this game is the off-the-wall wacky drug trip cutscenes. There is nothing of value of the gameplay, which they intentionally made simple. Yuji Naka has said they made it simple so anybody could pick up and play it. Well, when you simplify the menus and the controls all down to everything being one button, and I know is that supposed to be because it's going off the same general idea as like Sonic 1 and 2 or 3 or something, or like what were you trying to go with that? Because this is modern day. Even 2D Sonic doesn't just rely on one button anymore. That old philosophy doesn't work because mechanics need to evolve, and Balan's mechanics never evolved past the conceptual stages as every button, X, circle, triangle, square, R2, L2, R1, L1, well not R1 and L1 actually, those are the only buttons that do something different. Every single face button and the triggers all just do this one action, and so for when you're the main character, it's a jump, but then each mask you put on has a different action, and it's real weird, just real weird, and no, I didn't like it. And I don't think many people bought this game. Balan Wonderworld had one review on Steam on launch day, which is insane given the fact that Steam is usually one of the most active places for games like this, kind of more niche type games. And while this doesn't exactly fit the category completely, I think it fitted enough where it should have actually gotten a lot more reviews, and it didn't, so now we have to wonder how many people actually played this. Does this have numbers on par with Marvel's Avengers? Does this have numbers above that, below that? Or what's the deal with this entire game? And people were reaching the end day one, which also concerns me for how short this $60 full price, well not full price anymore, sorry, $70 games, massively overpriced game is actually. How long is it? Is it hours? Because I was seeing these posts by midday. If these were people on the other side of the planet, the game came out earlier, like midnight yesterday because of time zones and stuff, I might understand a little more, but if the game is short enough that you can blast through it in under 24 hours on a first playthrough, while understandably, hopefully taking breaks in between, because you know that you do need to take breaks when you play games or you're gonna turn into a lowlife. So, Balan is just such a weird case because it had the potential and the cutscenes look decent, I guess. Not about the story though. The story doesn't make any sense. There's barely any dialogue. Let's just say nothing makes sense. And I guess, like, there's nothing of note happening with this game. Even, like, Metacritic basically didn't care, or nobody even reviewed it. No players, no critics, just nobody. So, like, what happened with this? Who's playing it? Because somebody's playing it, because there's at least 500 people on Twitter talking about it and talking about the ending for some reason, and how they're really angry that the Balan guy just turned out to be a normal anime dude. Well, like, okay, but did you play the game? What happened? I'm so confused, and it drives me nuts because I was expecting a lot of reviews to just come out and be 0 out of 10s. Like, that's not a surprise that a lot of people actually would think that. And now we actually do have an answer because things started heating up and it was getting positively review bombed. Yes, you heard that right. People were opposite review bombing it with 10 out of 10s because I guess there's a Balan protection squad now, and just yikes. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about any of this. It shouldn't have been this way. It needed more development time regardless of what they were thinking it was and how good, like, Naka and Oshima thought they were doing. It's just no, none of it. Don't play this. Don't spend your money on this. If you're going to spend your money on this, wait until it's $10 or less. Please. That's what I'm doing because I still intend to play this when it gets down to dirt cheap, maybe for a stream or a review or something, but, like, yikes. This whole situation is just disappointing, really sad in general, for every reason in the book. Well, that's all I've got for this one, so see you guys next week for another great program.